Folks, it's raining this morning. Well, you can't see in the dark. It's real early. I always come out here when it's early. I just feel like I need to explain something. Let me see if I can do it. Whoa, I'm getting fuzzy stuff. Uh, Quality and liability. I think that if you're going to work with somebody, trust somebody's information and stuff like that, you need to know their quality and their liability. So let me get back to these little horse images, but let me try to explain something. About 30 years ago, a dozer was building a pond, and the first piece I became aware of was a great big bowl, and that started my collection in these stone artifacts. But the very first one that I went out there after rain a couple days later, and I found this. This is my very first one, and I saw that it was an axe, and I noticed that the way it came from a stone, how it was created, but it had a horse on it. It had a horse on it. And this was my very first one I found, and it had a horse on it. Well, I guess what I got was brain burn on horses. And I started looking for horses. I mean, I picked up a few stones, but it was a horse image that I was most liable to see because that's, because of the brain burn. But after that, of course, there came birds and elephants, which were pretty obvious to find. And some of these birds and stuff was just, I thought was pretty incredibly carved. And I didn't really look too much further than that at that time. Actually, for several years. Then I started seeing thunderbirds with snakes. As if, I saw thunderbirds and snakes. So, excuse me, I'm sorry this morning. About 2 years ago, my collection only had about 50, and it was mostly horses and stuff. And then I got on YouTube and started seeing other people showing different critters. Or I saw the critters. They was mostly showing the human face. But right now my collection is maybe 600. So my quality that I'm offering to the rock art community is that I can recognize quite easily horses and birds, elephants, and I'm looking at other stuff. But when you have brain burn on a certain thing, I see them. For instance, this stone was shown in a couple of videos ago, showing this horse with another horse behind it. Well, to me, it was easy to recognize that this was another horse on this stone with another horse behind it. There's his front leg. There's two horses there. This is a great big eye of a horse. This is a wonderful horse. There's his front little leg, his front. There's his head. Get a shot of that. Get back a little ways. The head, the body, the back leg, the tail, the front leg. Then, of course, there's this and this. And this is a horse. This is a horse that's pecked into the stone. This is a horse that's made on a bone. This is that large stone that that I've shown before. It has that horse right there, and this one has another running horse. There's his front legs. His tail is right there. His back legs are here. So I don't have trouble finding horses, but I have several messages that says that I'm not seeing some other stuff. Well, that's true. That's true. That's why I'm talking about the liability. That's why I watch some of you other folks so much. I want to see what you see, and maybe I will recognize it in the stone. But as I said, my interest in all of the images and everything started a couple years ago, and I've been learning every day since. But here's an example. In a video I entitled "A Trade Route," I pulled this stone out of the roots of a tree. It was all covered, dirty and everything, and I cleaned it up. And it's obviously an image of a human. But what I saw when I took it out of there was the fact when it's held like this, it's a drill and a side cutter. I recognized the tool before I recognized the image. And I have looked at this in more detail, and I find the work right there on the hard stone, the multi-pecking, and the color that's still left in that image, and realized it was a wing, and there's the bird of a wing, the bird that has the wing, and the other wing comes over to here. And there's color residue from ancient days that's soaked into the stone. And that's what's also evident in all of these. Sometimes you have to look really close for the color, but I think that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't see everything. Folks, I highly recommend listening to Damien for a bit, especially on this video right here, Patina on Stone Tools, the other artifacts. He's onto something. And I have a little example. I just got my coffee. I'll be right back. Folks, these are the same age, same household actually, but part of our pottery repair method is to clean all the stain out. So I understand how stain can accumulate over lots of years. Um, um, what have I done? Oh, I've been separating colors. And okay, now all of these stones came from top of this hill. I mean, the patina on those stones, all the patina is the same as it was. I wouldn't want to take it off. And I just cleaned in my normal method, and I've shown that. But these are showing a certain patina. And I've sort of separated these because they show a little bit older, more patina. Everything here is tools. But these guys, this is it was right there. That's No, maybe it's right there. That's a small chip, and I probably did it throwing these rocks around a long time ago. But that's what's inside of these material. This stone that these folks are using, and all of this is the same kind of stone, and all of these came from the top of this hill. There's another chip on that one showing that really pretty white material like that. But these guys, if there was a way to test the patina and maybe get an age, or just for the heck of it, I'd just like to know how patina grows over in a certain controlled. I say controlled. I mean, it came top this hill, so they're all the same. But these older ones are the ones that has all these images in them. Just over. Just, now I'm starting to separate the ones that are not points in the barn over there. I'm separating those particular color. And I'm finding birds a lot. And even resharpened tools. And I'm separating all of these. So I'm trying to get an idea of possibly when this awesome artwork stopped, I would be, more informed. Bye for now, folks. Folks, I'm starting to be able to get into the woods again. I kind of missed it. If you'll watch my video, the trade route, I took this path and there was a stone that I kicked that stone off from, but I thought there was some stuff on this big guy. Yeah, a giant bird. Wings go that way. I'll have to bring the golf cart for this one. And we walked down through here and looked at this tree stump, and I pulled out some stuff. Let me see here what we got. Sure looks like an upside down horse. And that. There's something there. And there's some pecking done on that hard stone right down there. Folks, I don't know if it's everywhere in the world, but it sure is on this hilltop. And there's a really cool looking thing right down there too. That one's got a lot of promise to it. I gotta take one. How about that one? What you got? No sharp edges. See? I don't know. So it looks like something. I'm going to add this to the 8 that I have at the pottery shop right now. Bye for now. Coming back by this big rock, I see that horse quite plainly. Both front legs, bushy little tail, both back legs, and there's some sort of critter created from his tail. But this is probably just one big massive artwork split in a perfect square. Where'd my rock go? Oh, there it is. This is carrying the little rock. don't know how I'm going to move that monster. But I'll figure it out. I just went down and got it with my truck. This is kind of incredible what I think I'm seeing. This is a horse's head, and the body flows through here, and the front legs and back legs. But this same body is used by that horse, and this is the front legs, and that's the back legs. There's also a horse right there, which I think it might be a horse bending its head down like eating grass, and it's using that body here, 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 and here. Now right in the middle is a bird right here, and that's eyes real easily see, and one wing comes to here, and the other wing comes here and goes over a bit. There's something over there too. And the tail of this bird sort of is right back here. But this bird has these two, large arms and claws, and this claw is attached to a snake. I'm not sure what that claw's got a hold of there. Well, that looks like the tail. This is another image showing up. This is the tail of a bird. I'm not sure, but there's a lot of stuff on this. It'll be this summer when I can get this set up somewhere and clean it real good, and we'll see.